Devon, I wanted to just find out, bro, what is going on with your training camp right now, bro? I know you have one of the biggest matches of your lifetime. You're going against, I mean, this dude is literally built like a mutant. Denis Cyplenkov. We were talking about earlier, CT Fletcher knows him very well. Denis actually beat his world curling record and everything. So what can we expect, and what have you been doing to get ready for this mutant?
Well, I'm gonna beat him. I am gonna beat him. I think he's incredible. I think from a physical perspective, he's probably the most mesomorphic human I've ever met, ever seen. The dude is so fucking thick. But I'll tell you, I'm a scalpel. I'm a scalpel, and I'm gonna cut him apart. And the thing is what he wants, he's not gonna get. He's not going to get it. He's never going to, this thing that he thinks he does, the sport he thinks he's involved with, he's not going to get to play it. You know, I am going to never let him in the door. Not even in the door. He's never going to get access to anything. I'm going to brutalize him, Paulie. I'm going to fucking kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him. He's so big and he's so fucking strong. But I'm gonna bend his wrist back. My shoulder's gonna come forward, and I'm gonna talk to him. No flags coming out of my pocket. No hammers going his way. Just one more European to fall.
Let me ask you, bro, have we sorted out the whole legacy hammer? Is he finally gonna man up and put the legacy
terrible
hammer? No, he's not.
It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace what he's doing. You know, the thing is it's a champion's responsibility to do what's right with that thing. If you can't defend it, pass it. You can't hold on,
Devon. You know what? Let me ask CT, because CT is on the outside. He doesn't really know the story yet. Let's ask his opinion on this.
CT, he might not even know what the legacy hammer is.
So CT, there's a legacy hammer that Devon started back in the day. You know, he won it, and then it was been passed around to the top arm wrestlers by winning matches. You got to pass it on to the winner. Well, Denis has been sitting on it for a few years now, since their match against Left Hand. 5 years. Well,
and now, no activity.
Denis is back, and now they're going to have their big main event match. We think that Denis should put up the legacy hammer.
No, Paul. No, that's not it at all.
Sorry.
No.
Explain.
So, okay, so there are two legacy hammers. There's one for the right and one for the left. Okay. The right hand legacy hammer is currently held by Levon Saginashvili. Okay. When Levon competes again, if the guy ever loses, okay.
Yeah.
Right. If he ever loses, that person will take the hammer from Levon. Okay. Denis has the left-handed legacy hammer. The problem is he hasn't competed in 5 years, and there's kind of an expectation. One of the responsibilities of the hammer holder is it's your job to bring it to the greatest. Okay. That's your job. Like, you are supposed to make sure that thing, so you have to take on the strongest. As a hammer holder, you need to fight the strongest dude in the world.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, if you're not able, which is totally understandable. So many guys in that position, they're the ones who beat themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But in that case, it's their responsibility to give it to the greatest.
Yeah.
Now, Denis is past threshold. So I've been a little bit upset, and I've publicly said, dude, it's time. You either got to defend it or you got to pass it. So we'll see what he does. But this match is right hand. This match has nothing to do with the left hand legacy hammer.
Okay.
Yeah. I told him I'd pull him left. Whatever. You know, but I'm not the guy. Left-handed, I'm not the guy.
I have a question for both of you. Okay. Paul, you got a big giant match coming up. Devon, big giant match coming up. Now, I was a world champion at what I did many, many years ago. And when I had a big meet coming up or whatever, I had a certain mindset. And I want to see how closely my mindset was to your mindset. Now, I think, Devin, I'm pretty sure we damn near on the same wavelength, but I want to hear what you think about when you hear somebody saying that they're the challenger, they're next in line, they're the king, and you're sitting on top of the throne. What is same for you, Paul? What is your mindset when you hear about there's a challenger out there who wants to take on the king?
Obsession. I just, every second of that day, bro, I'm thinking of them. The second I open my eyes, I'm thinking about what they're doing and that they're trying to out train me. And I'm not going to let that happen. And then when I finally get on that table, I transform, bro. It's a ticking time bomb, because every second I've been thinking about this, it's got this anxiety in my chest that just needs to be released. So when people see me and they're like, dude, what the hell do you take to get so crazy and amped up? That's just me, man. That's just all this thinking about this one person for so damn long and obsessing over them. I just need this over with finally, man. So I'm either going to rip their fucking arm off and take it home with me, or they're going to just beat me, but I just need this over right now. And that's what I live every second of the day, bro. So it's kind of a relief when I finally get to that table and let out this rage that is built up.
Devin?
It might be a bit different. It might surprise you, but when I get a challenger, what I normally do is I actually build them up in my mind. I build them and I build them until they're like this terrifying thing to me, like where I even start to question whether they will beat me. And normally that's my tipping point. So I'll try to build them and build them and build them until I actually almost start to fear them. And at that point, I know I may be starting to go too far. So then I'll switch it and I'll just watch them lose. But what I know is that confidence is not fake. You can't fake it. And the only way to be more confident is to do more homework. That's how you pass the test. That's how you win, is better preparation. So I just make sure my preparation is super dialed in. And then when I show up, normally about 24, I'm at times a very pessimistic person. And I do my best for a good 24 hours to only see victory. I don't see it for the full. I dance around. I try and see everything. I see every outcome, but I try and fight through all of them. But for the last 24 hours, that's when the real transformation happens. Just victory. And as soon as I see them, that's when it starts. That's when I just start attacking them. It starts earlier, but yeah.
So Devin, you told me when we were over at in Naples, Florida, just recently at Vitus Illuminati 1.0, that you kind of did that with Hermes, where you were kind of building him up and fluffing him up. But then the night before, something triggered you, and you had enough, and you went right at him raw, and watched his mental game just kind of like just get destroyed right there.
And that's normally, like, I feel like if you do it depends on the person. Like, you have to analyze your opponent. And most people on the world level, it's actually, you don't want to fuck with these people too much. I do it mostly just for fun. But the truth is most guys who are at a world level, you fuck with them, it just motivates them. You know, it's fun to do. It is fun to do. But the best thing you can normally do from a psychological standpoint is kind of relax them, make them complacent, and then you attack. Very few people in the peer group that we're running actually are going to be affected by bullying over a 3-month period. It normally doesn't work. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Devin? When did you change on Monster Michael Todd? Because now I'm thinking of everything you were doing.
Right.
You were fluffing him up the whole time, and you know you were hiding your body. I remember you covering up all the time until
when I saw him.
And that's when you got in his head, because he seen how big you were. Was that what?
Look, there's a lot of ways to fight people, and it's really good to know people. Like, if you know a person really well, then it just gives you a better way of kind of messing with their head a little bit. Some people are very vain. Some people think of themselves, I don't know, they're unsure of themselves in one way or another. They, I don't know, maybe their mother didn't love them enough or something. I don't know. But if you can figure out what it is that kind of triggers them, and then it's like a scab, and you pick at it, pick at it, pick at it, pick at it, and it turns into cancer, you know? Like, you don't need to fucking kill a guy with one punch. You know, you figure out what it is that you can see if you just pay attention to what I'm doing with Dennis, you can kind of
legacy
guess.
hammer.
Well, there's a couple things.
Okay.
There's a couple things. I mean, if you go through
his health,
right,
the
his health,
right,
and
I see what you're doing.
You pick, and it just undermines their energy a bit. It's not, you can't do much. It's not much. Look at the end, you got to fight. At the end, there's no bullshit. Like, you did the work or you didn't, you know.
But it's a masterpiece watching you just in action, bro. I'm learning. I'm taking notes.
Just wait.
Man.
Just wait for this fucking 5-week buildup. I have the funniest idea. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it.
Oh, yeah.